Hey y'all, it's your girl Agent Monique back again with another video. Quick rundown on the channel if you're new here. We talk about personal advice. I do a lot of girl talk. I talk about business and just lifestyle in general. So welcome to my fam. We're very small as y'all can see, but it's okay because we're gonna get there one day. But anyways, y'all, I want to start doing something a little different on my channel. Like usually I'll make points in my video and just run through like 1 2 3 4 5 6, and that's fine, but I kind of just want to speak as opposed to doing points. So today I definitely have my points, my 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, but I didn't like write any notes down, so I just want to like freeball it and really just like speak to y'all. So let's get into it. I just want to title today we're going to be talking about your selfish era, how to enter your selfish era, how to be selfish. And you know, a lot of the things I talk about on my channel are literally stuff that I'm going through right now. Okay, I'm learning day to day, or things that have benefited me in the future, but definitely stuff that I'm still using. Okay, so yeah, today we're talking about your selfish girl era. And honestly, I'm really excited to talk about this because I think that's where I am. I'm in my selfish girl era right now. My friend told me a few months ago, back when it was May, my birthday, she told me that I was in my bully era, just because, you know, the vibe I was getting off. And honestly, I feel that 100%. Like, I'm in my bully era, I'm in my selfish era, I'm a Taurus, so you know, I really just want to talk to y'all about, you know, what's going on in life right now, and just give y'all some tips on how you can start being selfish with yourself, because honestly I feel like it's 2023 and that's where we all need to be. All right, it's time to put yourself first and make you your main priority. So without further ado, let's hop right into this video. So first things first, y'all, be selfish with your time. Okay, I say this a lot in all my videos. Do not waste your time on people, at jobs, activity, on friends, relationships, anything. Do not waste your time, especially if it's something that is not benefiting you. If it's something or someone that is like sucking in your energy and you're really not getting anything in return, stop wasting time on doing things that really don't suit you now and not going to benefit you anywhere in the future. Our time is super valuable, and you know, we don't have much of it. 24 hours may seem like a lot, but when it all comes down to it, it's really not, and time goes by in a blink of an eye. So stop wasting your time on people, on, again, activities, anything that doesn't suit you, period. Just stop. All right, give it a break, especially if it's something that you know for a fact that you don't even want to do. Don't do it. Okay, stop wasting the energy that you can spend on something else that truly will benefit you or make you happy. Number 2, be selfish with your body. And I'm going to talk about this one for a good minute, y'all, because this is literally, like I said, something that I'm still learning, and it sucks that I'm literally 24 and still learning how to be selfish with myself in a sexual sense. Not saying that, you know, I share my body with every guy I meet, because I definitely don't. You know, I'm very selective of who I do share my body with, but sometimes it's like you do share your body with people and it's like, you didn't even deserve me, or like, why did I do that, or I didn't need to do this so soon, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm in a space right now where, like I said, I'm still learning how to choose who I want to share my body with overall. And you know, I'm young, I'm only 24, y'all, so you know, when you're young, you experiment with people, you just, I don't know, you're living life, you want to do things with certain people. So I'm kind of just going through the motion right now and just learning my own lessons and just trying to teach myself who I want to share my body with and who I don't, and you know, who's worth my time, worth being in my space, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, like when it comes to just being sexual and being intimate with people, like that is a big thing that a lot of us need to learn. It's not okay to share your body with just anybody, even if it's like a one-night stand or somebody you knew for a long time. Like when you share your body with people, you have to be mindful of what kind of energy you're getting from that person, and you know, what's going to be the outcome of being intimate with this person. Like, why am I doing it? As you get older, you're going to realize that it's not all fun and games, and at the end of the day, sex is a very serious thing. I'm very pro sex. I'm always going to tell y'all, have fun, live your life, do what you want to do, but sex is a very serious thing. You know, it can lead to kids, it can lead to STDs, it can lead to literally anything that you might not be able to come back from. So when it comes to sharing your body, y'all have to be very picky, very selective, and just make sure you know the person that you are sharing your body with. Okay, we have to get out of one night stands, especially with freaking strangers. Okay, especially with people you just don't know anything about, but you want to have fun for the time being. Like, you don't know where they've been, who they were with yesterday, what they have, nothing about them. So it's better, you know, to just have sex with people that you do know But yeah, don't be sharing your body with strangers, y'all. Please, please don't. Take it from me. Just don't do it, because honestly, from my experience, nothing good ever came out of me sharing my body with someone I didn't know like that. And like I said, I'm young. I've been through it. I've been told you, like, I've had one night stands before. But truthfully, nothing good has ever came out of those kind of situations. And it's like, you never even really talk to the person again. Not that you want to, but still, like, what's the point, you know? But you know, you live and you learn. It's all a part of growing up. Again, to each their own. Have fun, but just make sure you're using protection. And like I said, be very selective of who you're transferring energy to, who you're sharing your energy with. Just be careful out there. That's my main thing. All right, protect yourself. And also, when you're being selfish with your body, be very mindful of what you're putting into your body also. Okay, be mindful of the food you're eating, how it'll benefit you or how it's gonna tear your body down. All right, don't just be eating anything on a daily basis, y'all. Really be careful, be selective of the things you decide to eat, the things you decide to drink, and really think, what's the outcome? How is this gonna benefit me? Is this good for me? Is this bad for me? You know, everyone's welcome to eat bad stuff. We all do it, but it's like, just be careful of the things that you're putting into your body, and just know what it is that you're putting in and what it is that you're doing to yourself. You know what I mean? And also, when it comes to like surgeries, you know, BBLs, boob implants, whatever y'all want to do, I am pro live your life and do what you want to do. But again, be mindful of what doctor you're going to. Okay, be very, very careful of what kind of procedures y'all are getting, because y'all already know some of those are deadly. All right, so I just want everybody to really be careful. And again, just be very, very mindful of everything that you do. Again, who you're sharing your body with, what you're doing to your body, because your body is your temple. Okay, that's you, that's everything. You can never get a new body. It's just not possible. No matter how many surgeries you get, no matter how much you eat, how much you work out, like, you can never get a new body. All right, you're you forever. So again, be selfish with your body and treat yourself right 100% of the time. Now, number 3, be selfish with your space. All right, be selfish of who you let into your house, who you let into your bedroom, who you let into your bed, who you let into your car, who you let into your life, period. Be very mindful of the person who you're talking to, the people that you are sharing energy with, again, because, you know, not everybody has good intentions and not everybody is going to do things that are in your best interest. And you want to be careful of the people, again, that you're sharing your space with. You know, like somewhere like your bedroom, that's somewhere that is literally your safe space. You don't want to go letting strangers into your safe space. You don't want to go letting haters in, people you don't trust, people you're like iffy about, you don't know about your relationship. You don't want to let those kind of people into your space. Okay, again, like things like your bedroom, even your car is your safe space. It's yours. All right, be very mindful of the people that you are just letting take up space. Okay, like, why are you even breathing my air, kind of thing, you know? Do I want you breathing the same air as me? Just make sure you have good people around you at all times. And if you know you do not genuinely feel like somebody is doing anything that's in your best interest, or you don't feel like the relationship you have with a certain person is genuine, then maybe keep that like as an outside relationship. You know, only see that person outside of your home, outside of your car, you know, outside of your personal space, or even just cut that person off altogether. All right, but let's be real here, everyone is not going to be 100% genuine. But again, like I said, just be very careful of those people who you are sharing your space with, sharing your energy with, and you know, make sure it's people that you genuinely trust and genuinely love. All right, those are the kind of people who you want in your space, the ones that support you and the ones who you feel like are really there for you. No bad energy allowed. We're not doing that. Number 4 of our selfish girl era is saying no to people more often. I know a lot of us have a habit of being like people pleasers, or we just don't want to let people down. We don't like making people sad. We just don't like saying no because, you know, you just don't want to hurt the other person's feelings or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, saying no is just going to make you feel so much better in so many situations, y'all. Especially if, you know, the thing you're saying no to is something that genuinely wasn't going to benefit you or make you happy in the first place. I feel like we have to stop saying yes to people so often just because we love them or just because we don't want to hurt their feelings. But we have to analyze every single situation we put ourselves in. And you got to think, do I really want to be here? Is it really going to benefit me? You saying no to that person should not make or break your relationship. Okay, if you say no to someone every so often, or if you say no to someone very often, it shouldn't make or break your relationship, because what you decide to do with your time, with your body, with your space, whatever you're doing, whatever decisions you decide to make is your own. And again, we have to do things that are in our own best interest. So you know what, maybe going out with your friend next Saturday night isn't the best for you because maybe you're trying to save. Don't feel bad about saying no, staying inside. Don't have fear of missing out. Trust me when I say all the events are still going to be there at the end of the day. And if you're a real friend, they're still going to be there at the end of the day. And people need to understand that you don't want to do everything that they want to do all the time, and that's fine. You know, I have a lot of friends who I have not seen for months or years, but like when I talk to them, we're just fine because they know I'm that type of person. Like, I don't want to see you often. I don't want to go out. I don't like doing things for people. I really genuinely don't. You know, when I do things for people, I want it to be from my heart, and I genuinely like want to feel like this is something I want to do for you. Maybe if it's like give you a birthday gift or going out for you, like, or picking up something for you, I genuinely want to do it for you. Those are the type of people that you want to keep around. And those are the type of people who will just understand you. If people have a problem with you saying no to them or just not showing up because, you know, you're just not in the best space, then that's not somebody that you need around you. You need to keep friends around you who can understand you and who are able to maintain the friendship that you're willing to give. If you're not the type of person who wants to come around often, who wants to talk often, that's something that your friends have to understand. Everyone is not like that. All right. So, you know, if you have high maintenance friends who can't accept the fact that you don't want to talk, you don't want to go out, you don't want to do this, that, or third, then that's not your friend. All right, because at the end of the day, any friend who is genuinely there, who wants to spend time with you, who is a true friend to you, will understand that maybe you're not in the space to go out, maybe you don't have money, maybe you don't want to talk right now, and they will still be your friend. Just learn how to say no more often and do what is in your best interest at the end of every single day. Even when it comes to work, your coworkers, your bosses, if there's a task that you genuinely feel is not right for you, or you feel like you can't complete it, or you just don't want to do it because it just does not align with you, speak up. And don't be afraid to speak up, because what's the worst thing they could say? I mean, they might fire you if it's that serious, but at least you spoke up at the end of the day. I'm not telling you how to go get fired and start arguments with your bosses, but I'm just saying, like, don't be afraid to speak up, because honestly, like, what is really the worst that's going to happen? And if you do get fired, I got $2 with your name on it. Only $2. Anyways, next. I'm going to say this in every single video. Y'all already know if you've watched my previous videos, but prioritize your health, and not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Prioritize yourself and your well-being, okay? Whether that's you going and taking a walk every morning, reading a book every morning, eating fruits on a daily basis, prioritize your health. Make sure you're okay before you're checking on anybody else, because, you know, you're not able to show up for anyone 100% if you're not good within yourself. So make sure you're taken care of, guys, in all aspects of life. Again, if you need to take a step back from the world, maybe deactivate your Instagram, deactivate your TikTok, and just take some time for yourself, get to know yourself, or just make sure that you are in a good space where you can socialize, where you can help people, where you can show up for people, and where you can be genuinely happy or genuinely yourself and just in a good space in life. Put you first and be unapologetic. Okay. And be unapologetic about it. Y'all know what word I'm trying to say. I don't know why it's twisting my tongue right now. Unapologetic. Okay, I can't say it, but y'all know what I mean. All right. You come first always. Show up for you before you show up for anybody else. And again, that goes for friends, family, relationship, work, whatever it is in life, you come first, because the only person in this world that will ever put you first is you. Okay? Not even your spouse. Even if y'all been in a relationship for X amount of years, they love you so much, the only person that you can truly rely on to put you first is you. So make sure you're taking care of you. Number 6 is basically like number 5, y'all, but do monthly check-ins with yourself. Maybe you want to write yourself a letter every single month just to see how you're doing, see how you're feeling. That's definitely something that I just got into. You know, I just like writing letters to myself because I like to look back on them from a year ago, from 6 months ago, and see where I was, what kind of headspace I was in. And I like to just see improvements or see how my life have changed or whatever the case may be. I recently had picked up my journal, and I seen that I wrote myself a letter last year, and y'all, last year was probably one of the best years I ever had in my life. Like, I turned 23 last year, in my Jordan year. I graduated from college. I bought my first car last year. I hit a very big savings goal at work, and I got my biggest paycheck ever at work last year. Like, last year was just a golden year for me, and I wrote about it I wrote about it. I wrote about how I felt. I wrote about how happy I was. I'm thanking God every single day. And then a year later, I'm looking at my life and I'm just not in the same space anymore. I don't work at the same job. I'm not around the same people on a daily basis, and I'm just genuinely, not as happy as I was last year. And that's a personal thing. That's something that I have to work on every single day, and it's okay, because I know that as long as I'm working on myself, as long as I'm talking to God, that I'm gonna be fine, and I'm gonna find that happy space again one day. Hopefully it's in my near future, because your girl be fighting for her life on some days. But that's something that I have to be real about. I don't always have to be happy every single day. I don't always have to show up smiling. Like, if I don't feel that way, then it's gonna show. Honestly, I'm that type of person who wants to talk about it, who, if I'm sad, you're probably gonna see or you're gonna hear it in my voice, because like sometimes I want to talk about it. Like I said, write yourself letters, do monthly check-ins, and you want to see how far you've come from the previous month or where you were before. Maybe you want to get back to that person, or maybe you never want to be that person again, but just make sure you're keeping up with yourself. All right, check in, see how you're doing, see what you can do better so you can move on and feel good about the next month and better days to come. So I said this in my last video, and y'all know I am very big on self-care Sundays, even though I be slacking sometimes, but I'm still really big on just having a day to yourself. But yeah, prioritize me time. All right, and this goes hand in hand with just saying no to people, not letting people in your space. Prioritize me time. Have a day where you just spend alone, okay? Get some peace and quiet, catch up with yourself, do things that are genuinely gonna make you happy, read your book, go drink some wine, go take a bath, do a face mask, do whatever makes you feel good and just makes you feel relaxed. You can even go out to dinner, maybe take yourself on a date, okay? If you don't want to be alone, you don't have to be. I'm not telling you to be. Well, I am telling you to be, because alone time is very important. But yeah, maybe you're someone who doesn't like to be alone. Go outside, all right? Go see people, go people watch. But just make sure you're taking some time out to yourself and shut everybody off. Like, shut everything down. Don't answer your phone for a few hours. Don't answer any texts, any calls. Like, just take some time out for yourself and just be in your head for a little while. Not too long though, because I know sometimes our heads be having us effed up, but you know what I mean. Just take out time to just be by yourself, okay? Make you the priority all the time. And lastly, do not take part in anything that does not satisfy you, does not make you happy, and will not benefit you in the future. When I give you all these tips, I want y'all to use them in every single part of your life, okay? Again, relationships, family, friendships, jobs, activities. If you are not satisfied, if it is not making you happy or going to benefit you, drop it, leave it behind. You don't want to do it, say no, okay? You're better off without it. And we have to shake this habit of having FOMO, that's fear of missing out. We got to shake that habit, because like I said, at the end of the day, all the activities are still going to be there, okay? You're going to be just fine missing out for a month or missing out for 6 months. You'll be okay. You didn't want to be there, and that stuff wasn't going to benefit you in the first place. So I guess more of the story, guys, is just say no, prioritize you, and just do things that are going to be in your best interest at the end of the day. And we're not here to people please, okay? Because no one is pleasing us, right? I mean, they might be, but as far as my life goes, no one's really pleasing me right now. So you got to please yourself. You got to make yourself happy. That's just the whole point of this era, okay? So we are now in our selfish girl era. Well, if you're not, I know I am. I'm now in my selfish girl era, and I really just want to learn how to put myself first more often and just be careful with me and just protect myself from everybody, all the energy around me. Like, I'm just, like I said before, like, I'm just not in a space where I necessarily want to be around too many people, but the people I do have around me, I just want to make sure that they are genuine, they are good people, and they are good to me, and they do things that are in my best interests. And just be careful who I'm involved with overall, because at the end of the day, I'm living for myself, and this is my life. This is my life that I have to build. So I just want to be very careful and very mindful of who I'm letting into my space and what I am getting involved in. And that is it for today, y'all. Like I said, everything that I speak to y'all about are things that I'm going through right now and things that I'm still learning. And hopefully we're able to go through these journeys together. So I want to be here every step of the way for y'all. I want y'all to be here for me, and I genuinely want to start speaking to you guys more often and just getting a little bit more involved. So my videos are going to be a little bit more personal. I want to be able to open up and speak to you guys so we can build our family, build our little community, and it can be real. So yeah, guys, once again, selfish girl era. We're putting ourselves first, putting our happiness first, and doing what's in our best interest always. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into this video. You already know. Keep up with me on Instagram and TikTok at Elijah Monique. Yeah. And lastly, guys, if you are a business owner, you're looking for funds for your business, you guys already know to book me down below at Leisure Capital Consulting. We do 30 minutes on one-on-one training on how you can qualify for business loans. All right, y'all, and that is it for today. Love you guys. Bye.